To control the display of the cut fill map, and instead of just seeing the red and blues that you see here and have a little bit more variation, you can really define the color mapping to any way that you'd like to see it. I'm going to go to the cut fill map here on my Project Explorer, and it selects that surface, and when I go to color mapping, it brings up the options for me to change the variations of the colors. Again, a lot of different things I can do here. So if I set actual elevation or evenly spaced, I can control this transition. I'm going to turn off the smooth transition, and I'm going to go into down here where it says space evenly, and I'm going to change this so that my origin starts at -50, and I'm going to have a, let's just put a 10-foot distance between each increment. So when I do that now, I've got a, you can see it's spaced it out to these increments. So if I leave white as the 0 line, I can come to this 10 and just bring your cursor over here, and I can change the color. So if we come in and we make this maybe a cyan color to start, we can move up to the next one, and maybe we make that a little bit different gradation for this. So let's go ahead and set, I guess we can just choose this purple color, and then here, oops, we can change this one to a little bit different blue. So we'll just choose blue in this case, and then the dark blue is going to be anything greater than 40. So again, you're putting those variations. We'll do the same thing down here with the yellow or the reds. Let's go ahead and we'll choose, let's go yellow for the first variation. We'll select maybe orange for the next, and we'll do magenta for here. Again, this probably might not be the most pleasing color scheme, but it just really to show you if we did brown for the dark. So basically it's separating it out by color. Now you can also put in individual ones as well. So if I was to come in here and just click in here, I can set a new elevation. So if I wanted to see 5, I could put 5 in there, and then for that 5 I could go ahead and assign that to maybe a light gray. Same thing down here. If I click, I could put a -5, put that one in, and then in that -5 maybe we make that maybe a dark gray or something. Alright, so again, you can set these colors scheme any way you want. You can then also save this out and then load it back later, so once you do it, you can apply it to other surfaces. And this will work on any surface, not just cut fill. So I'll click OK, and it applies that surface. So now you can see with these color bands, I'm able to identify where my cut fills are, how much cut or fill. Without looking at the values, I get an idea of how much cut and fill I'm going to be using on this particular project. I can then also come in here and create a legend. So if I click on the legend, I can come in and let's set a layer. So let's go ahead and put this on our site cut fill map layer. The surface that we'll use will be this cut fill map or cut fill whole site we created. We'll pick a location. Let's go ahead and drop this here. And we want to assign our text style. So let's assign it to simplex for the title as well as the depth information. I'll click apply, and now I've got a legend that shows me the color scheme as well as the elevations that each of those values represent. Right. So you can also, if you wanted to, you could go back to color mapping, like I said, load in another color palette that you saved out to this TCF file, and if I was to bring that one in, you can see the different color scheme. I'll click OK, and you'll see that it changes the color scheme and updates my table. So again, I have a different view or a different style for looking at the cut fill map.